What up, YouTube? How you doing today? My name is Darren. If you're wondering what this is, I've been doing Skyrim on a VR treadmill. That guy for the last 2.5 years, almost 3 years now, as my main form of exercise. It's been working out great. I got videos on that. Maybe I'll make another one now that the project is kind of done because of the fact that I haven't been able to use the treadmill for the last month or so because of my second child. That's a whole other story. Anyway, it's not just a VR treadmill channel though, because also, as you can see from those broken things on the wall, I've been using a bow. That's right, I've been using this guy as my strength trainer. But as you can see from all of these nice little things and this weird pistol grip with duct tape on it, this is a jury-rigged device. For the last 2.5 years, 3 years, I've been using a jury-rigged device to do archery in VR. Well, I'm not the only one that thought this was a good idea. And the company Deadeye VR has decided to release something called the Shadow Shot, which is a non-jury-rigged solution. That's right, it is out of the box, able to do what it took me a whole lot of research to figure out. The only real issue, the only real difference is mine is adjustable. This thing is at a set force, and we'll talk about that set force in a little while. But first, what do you get in the box? You get this cool little card for their head of morale. You can also see that they seem to like to do golf-based stuff. You can see that little golf club thing there. Yeah, it's a really terrible picture of that card. You also get this. There's video instructions on how to build it, but that's also what this is. So you can go there, or you can watch my setup instructions. So there's that. They'll probably teach you how to use these things. This looks like it's various safety straps that you can use with the bow. I probably won't be hooking those up today because, yeah, that's just not how I'm going to be rolling today. But it is a good idea to use a safety strap. I might actually have to figure that out in a minute. Anyway, the other thing you get in the box is the main unit. Now, I get a lot of comments about dry firing a bow, but this bow is designed to be dry fired because this is a pneumatic piston, so when it shoots, it goes forward and the air column provides resistance to the arrow, and so the air is what's getting expelled. The air takes the force, not the bow limbs. Similar to how an arrow takes the force instead of the bow limbs and you're shooting it normally. And we get these two bow limbs. As you notice, they got little hooks on the end there, and that is to hook the string. So this is the forward side, and this is the back side, the belly and the back or whatever. I don't actually remember which one's which. It's been a while. I used to be an archery instructor way back in the day, but I'm not anymore. So you take these limbs. First thing you do is you put these in here. And you see that it holds them at a slight angle. Then you make sure... Oh, wait a minute. Nope. First thing you do is put the handle on. So let's do that. You also get this handle. It's in a package. This is a 3D printed molded handle to hold the controller. See? Jams in there like that. I think it works with the Quest 3 as well. I don't know if it works with non-Quest. So you'll have to contact the company for that, but since most people are using a Quest, I think that's fine. I'm not sure what these little pads are for, but deal with that later. Get this thing, get this screw and this Allen wrench. This just drops on the end here. Full disclosure, I actually did this before, but I didn't have sound. So yeah, I am a professional YouTuber. No. I didn't have sound, but now that I have sound, I'm doing it again. So you just put that screw right in and twist it with this Allen key, and that should lock it in place. And it does. And see, it's going to keep going until it locks in place. One Allen key, it's all you really need to build this thing, which is crazy. Now then, there is a top and a bottom to the string as well, and we'll talk about that in a moment. Allen key, Allen key, Allen key. Okay, there we go. Once you get the Allen key done, that probably was a jump cut because of lack of talking. There's a top to the string because it's got these guys. And these guys you want on top, where this guy is. So we put these in, these bow limbs. Now this is real easy to string because it's 15 pounds. And yeah. And I say 15 pounds because that's what it said on the website when I finally found a reference to strength of the bow. Okay, these aren't, strictly speaking, served on the end, so you want to make sure you get a good loop. You want to to get all of them. They don't really have a serving on the end there. And then you bend it, pop that into place. Oh. And make sure you get the whole loop. Some bowstrings have a serving all the way around. These ones don't seem to, so you want to make sure you get all the strands in there. And yeah, this one's not all the way in, so I'm going to redo it. I'm going to get all the strands in there. They should be relatively close and stuck to each other because it's Dacron. But yeah, that's that. So now it's assembled. That's it. You're done. You've assembled your shadow shot. Congratulations. Now you want to make sure that these things are in the right spot, and you do that by putting this guy in, and then you hold it, and then you want to make sure that this is where you would put arrows. So probably right about here. Although that seems a little high. Pull back and release. And when you release, this pushes a column of air, so it does the thing. Now I kept saying 15 pounds because that's what it said on the website, and I believe that this is a 15-pound bow if I'm pulling it back from here. Like, I'm guessing this is a 15-pound bow experience, and it feels about 15 pounds. I used to be an archery instructor way back in the day at a summer camp, and 15 pounds is what you give to, like, the 7 and 8-year-olds. But I'm pulling it from up here. So I want to see what the actual force is when held from here and pulling up here, because this is going to be a little bit less, because this isn't bending as much at a full draw as it would have been if I'm full drawing it from here. I can't even really full draw it from there. That's interesting. All right. So let's take a look. This is a bow scale. I don't know if this will show up on camera or not. Yeah, no, a little. If I keep twisting it, you can see it on camera. But yeah, not the best for camera here. So get a little bit of space between those guys and hook it in. Pull it back to my face. And it's reading, if you can see it, 10.6 pounds, 4.8 kilograms. Really hard to see, but yeah, 10.6 at there, but let's see if I put it down here just out of curiosity. Yeah, that got 15.8. So it is, because you're holding it here, you're weakening the pull, and then from here, so it's about 10.6 pounds at full draw for me up here. Yeah, which is why I probably would not have gotten this on my own, because again, I've been pulling back. When I do that test with the bow that I've been using, I've been getting like 55.6, something like that, in the 50s, although I've gone up to 56 or 57, but then that happens. So there's that, and this thing, I can't release the Accubow, because when I release the Accubow here, I'll show you why I can't release the Accubow. Jam this in here real quick. So when I release the Accubow, hold on, let me just get it stiff enough to show you. This is not going to be 55 pounds, it's going to be much, much less. When I release it, see it kind of slams into there, right? And that shakes the whole unit, which creates a problem. I'm also hitting myself in the thumb, which I don't normally do, but I think it's because it's so loose. It's like coming off this and hitting me in the thumb because of just how loose everything is. But when it's tighter, it doesn't do that because it's a lot stiffer. Anyway, that shakes the whole unit when I'm using real strengths and throws my shots off. I suspect that will not be the case with this guy. Because, one, the force is less, so it's not as big a deal, and two, this pneumatic thing is going to pull a lot of that force out. All that force, instead of going into the bow or into a string stop, is going into this air column and being pushed out as air. So let me see if I can feel that, actually. I'm curious. Yeah, I can't really feel it, but it's a pneumatic air column. There's little holes. It releases all the air out, so you can kind of hear it a little bit. And that's what makes it safe to dry fire. In fact, I don't actually feel anything in the limbs when I do that, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's a neat little device. Basically, if you watch my channel and you're thinking, wow, 55 pounds, that is a great workout, maybe this isn't for you. But if you're looking at my channel going, dude, the Immersion, this might be for you. I think the Immersion is what this thing's for. And if you're interested in Immersion, this is going to be your guy. All right, well, that's the end of my unboxing / assembly video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I should have some gameplay up at some point, probably around here-ish. And peace out. Like, subscribe, hit all the buttons. Go watch me play Skyrim with it for the first time. All right, peace.